into where we are in the SPARS pandemic discussion, and what do you think that in the next couple chapters are going to be?
Yeah, see, I actually think that I think we're still kind of just beginning to see chapter 17 vaccine entry open up because you saw that Norwegian study. We see the lawsuit in Kentucky. And I think the end game there is to have no liability, have no class action suits, don't take liability shield away, but get Congress to expand the existing compensation programs. So they're going to build this all up. They're going to get people to flush themselves out, and then they're going to corral them into just take the taxpayers' money. I think we're just beginning that chapter
Let me ask
17.
you something. So, is this being implemented by them? Are these stories coming out? Stories they're putting out?
I feel like Norway and Kentucky, who are the two actors here, I think they were in line when they had to be in line, and now they're doing this. So I
Okay.
think they got the green light.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Now, my next question to that is, and I'm asking these honest
Yeah.
questions. Do you think it could ever get away from them? Meaning people get so
You
upset
know,
that their family members are dead that the money really isn't what they want. They want blood.
I don't, because I think what would happen is there's one way it could get away from them. I'll tell you in 1 second. I think what would happen is if you had someone who was actually competent to organize, like a charismatic leader, that individual is killed. So, Eckert, her name was, there was a 9/11 widow who was pissed. And she had just met with Obama. She was like, I'm never compromising. I want real answers. She got the 9/11 commission to happen. And then she was like, what? And she was killed in one of the very, very, very few US run commercial jet fatalities in the past like 20 years. And it was this Buffalo, you can see Colgan Air. That was the Wall Street Journal recently too. And I'm
Oh,
like, what? That is a whole other thing. But so they will take out, there's a linchpin. There's one person who they would have to take out. So like a mass thing. You have these pro-Palestinian protests. They are being amplified,
yes.
not suppressed. So if there's somebody who can get things going even without the amplification, that's a risky person. I think it's easy to identify, and they take that person out. But I was listening to a podcast, which I do not usually do because I don't like to like have other people's ideas
Yeah,
in there.
dude, it's the exact same thing
Yeah,
with me. I
it just
cannot.
won't be
Yep.
original.
Yep. Yep. I
So
do the
this guy
exact
was
same
saying that
thing.
he was interviewing an author who was a mercenary in Iraq. You know, the guy was definitely not telling all, but he was interesting to listen to. And he was saying sometimes the mercenaries, they'll give them the big guns, they'll give them the tanks and stuff to do a coup in whatever country. And they're cowboys and they will get it done. And he said, there are mercenaries everywhere, including at the Mexican border. They're in Ukraine. They're in Gaza. They're everywhere. And he said he was saying Big T, they, whatever, would have to worry that those guys want to coup us. So if the mercenaries are sick of it, they could do a coup.
Oh, that's super interesting.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
That
It's
is
not going to be the
super.
Boogaloo Boys. It's going to be Kraft.
Would you just one last question?
Sure.
We've overstayed our welcome.
Yeah, we're
I've
good.
kept you too long,
Can't
but
believe you stay up this late working. You're nuts.
I do. I'll do 11 p.m. midnight shows just because I get it done when I get it done. But the last question is this: what does the end of the SPARS pandemic say is going to happen? The end.
Oh, written down. Um, it is laying dormant in the animal population to come back for a second round.
Do you think this is the bird flu?
Ah, um, I didn't even believe in COVID the first time because, like, I'm so skeptical about viruses, and viruses really shouldn't be deadly unless you actually go through and kill all the chickens. It'll just run through
Yeah,
the
it's
flock, and it'll be nothing in no
food
time.
shortages. That's what they want, chaos,
Yeah,
man.
so actually, this was a thought I had. I thought it is possible that they did this whole COVID thing the way they did it to get us to be okay with them killing all the animals, not to lock us down at all or again, but just out of fear of being locked down again, that we will give up chickens and cows, which we need.
Primary meat sources. And now we're
Yeah,
back on eating the
cows.
bugs. We eat the bugs.
Grass. Oh my gosh, I have this in the Wall Street Journal talking about how to lower your carbon footprint. And it says
Eat the
by
bugs.
eating the bugs. Wall Street Journal, eat the fucking bugs. Look at that. I mean, that is not paranoia. That is in there this week.
It's just we live in crazy times, man. And it's just like, how far will we let them go before people begin to snap, before people begin to wake up to it? So that's it. It ends with them telling us it's dormant.
It ends with saying that it's ready to attack again. And I think that the thing is not about, I think the bird flu thing, which is basically what that is not about locking us down, but just scaring us about getting locked down. So as we start saying they're going to do it again, they're going to be like, no, we'll compromise with you and we'll just kill all the animals.
Yep. That's it. Monica, great episode. Thanks for jumping on this emergency episode.